All right, guys, welcome back to a quick, brief video. It's your man Jay, and I wanted to go ahead and show you some things that are changing here. Apple has made some changes with the Mac, and you can see there's some new things going on here. The MacBook Air is now the bottom line MacBook. So if we go to this here, we'll see that they lowered the price, but the only change that they gave this thing was True Tone. It now starts at $10.99. I'm inside of my military government store, so the pricing might be a little bit different, but $10.99 is where it starts at. That is accurate, but my price will be a little bit lower than that. But they've decided to give it True Tone. That's what they did, pretty much, and lowered the price. Now, the problem with this, when Apple does this, is that they really screw over the people who just purchased it, the other models. But the MacBook Air should be more than enough for people when it comes to daily tasks, even some mild editing, especially 1080p editing. Now, I have yet to try the MacBook Air, and I'm actually considering grabbing one, but the iPad Pro 12.9 just seems like a great fit for a lot of people. But let's get back over here. If we can see here, Apple decided to kill off the 12-inch MacBook. Now, the 12-inch MacBook was a MacBook that several people purchased. It was good for me. I used it for editing with 4K and video and things like that, and I didn't have a problem with it at the beginning. But then after a while, after doing longer 4K videos or just longer 1080p videos, it struggled a little bit. And so editing can be done, but not for intense, heavy editing. Now, as far as everything else, web browsing, definitely data entry and things like that, you will have no issues at all. So yeah, they've taken away the 12-inch MacBook, and I think they did the right thing, I guess, because the iPad Pro and the iPad Air. Now, people are quick to recommend the iPad Air, the iPad Pro, 11 or 12. But if you look here, this is the one I have. I have the 12. The 10.5 iPad Air 3, and look at that starting price is $499. So that's a fantastic price. And I'm telling you, this thing can edit just like any other iPad with the 12 chip or better. And that's just the 11 and the 12. Now, the reason I would recommend this one over anything over the other ones is because it has the A12 chip. It's a very powerful chip. I've used it to edit I don't know how many times, and it works just fine. And you get a nice big canvas. But more importantly, you still get a headphone jack for monitoring. I use my pencil with it. You've got the Touch ID, which is important to some people. And you actually have some bezels to hold on to on the side. It's really good for gaming and things like that. And the build quality on this is still very, very strong. So, and you also have the smart keyboard connector you can add on there. There's a ton of reasons why I would recommend this one over the Pro. Not to say that the Pro is bad, it's just that you can save a ton of money and still get the same amount of processing power. It is just really, really a solid tablet. But taking away the 12-inch MacBook kind of made sense. I mean, their computer line was, it was not cluttered, but it was getting a little confusing to consumers probably that were in the market, not knowing which one to decide on, and a lot of retailers will probably just try to tell them, no, don't get the 12, get the Pro version, So, or they'll say go straight to the Pro or at least get the Air, which actually makes sense. So dropping the Pro line on the Mac was the right thing to do, I guess, for Apple. So now they just have this setup right here, which it's perfectly fine. But the small tweaks that they do, it's pretty crazy, man. That they'll bring out a product and then like a couple of months later, they already have another version of the MacBook Air. Now, while they didn't do much, at least they lowered the price a little bit. Because the 12-inch MacBook was more than the iPad Air, which is crazy to me. But you do get 2 ports on here, so anybody looking to buy, that was thinking about buying the 12-inch, well, the MacBook Air is a great alternative to you. And you can do a little bit more because it has an i5 in it. So that's important. You got Touch ID. You got some pretty nice features here. I was considering grabbing one of these, and I still might. But I really like this. You get a 13-inch, Retina. It's really good. They say they've upgraded the keys. It should be pretty good. So I want to give you a quick update on this, man. They're doing the most right now. They are doing the most. They are doing the most with these changes, man. Now the laptop costs $10.99 to start. I'm sure there's people that'll say, "Oh, it doesn't bother me," but it should bother you, man. Especially if you just bought the other version of it, and now this one has the True Tone with a lower price. Kind of sucks. But it's your man Jay. Just want to do a quick video. I was sitting in my hotel. I'm still out on vacation. About to go back out to the beach, and I wanted to throw up a quick video. I normally don't do social media while I'm on vacation, but I had a little bit of time, so I said, you know what? I'm in between walking down the beach and laying in this big chair, so I said I'm going to go ahead and do a screen record and get something out. It's your man Jay. I will see you guys back on Saturday with the Sony Xperia 1. So stay tuned for that. But right now, Apple is doing the most with these changes, man. What do you guys think about the changes that they're doing? Anybody who just purchased the Air, are you upset about it? Are you going to return it? Or are you going to try to sell it if you're out of your return period and get this newer version of it? Cost less. It's your man Jay. See you in the next one. Take care.